One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Throwing on first down, West. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
David Johnson's play has forced us to talk about him as one of the premier running backs in the NFL. Good size, so he can run inside and break through some tackles. Also has excellent speed, so he can get to the perimeter, turn the corner, and make it into a big gain. But he also relies on the fact that he's a college wide receiver at one point, and they can utilize him both out of the backfield and in the slot back position in order to get downfield and catch the football.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the Michigan product, the former Wolverine quarterback Jake Rudock. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Spotlight, please, and a little traveling music for Dayon Buchanan because he came into the league as a safety, a first-round pick of the Arizona Cardinals. Now he might as well just be known as an inside linebacker, even though he's undersized. Has a great ability to slip blockers and make big-time tackles.
He's been a West Coast guy through and through, born in the Bay Area, went to Washington State, now in Arizona.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
And that will be incomplete as well. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So 2nd and 10 here. And again this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Throw on 3rd down. West. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 1st and 10, West. And his throw is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. West. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Looking to throw. West. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down. West. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. West to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One quarter gone in this NFC divisional round matchup. 0-0 our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's brought down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing to start the drive. West. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. West. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
So that one will be accepted. Back to throw. West. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green.
Looking to throw. West. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. West. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Off play action. West. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Here we go now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. West. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, West. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Still fighting for more. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw on 2nd down, West. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, West. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Lions have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Cardinals won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, Ramsey is able to haul in the contested pass, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Lions on offense midway through the second. Sampson's got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. Continuing on the drive, Sampson's going to get the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 9. We move late into the second. Defense will win the battle and get the sack. This will go for a loss of 7. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone come forward. Flag 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Second down now after the incompletion. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. West. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West. It's Williams on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, West. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you switch.
Now the pressure comes,
amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Fights through him, and now running right through him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go out and we've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. and then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. West. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
To throw on second down. West. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down. West firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down. West. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. West. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, West. Always got some breathing room and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. To throw on third down. West under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And this one's incomplete. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
He's back to throw, and he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Let's go.
On third down, West. And that is incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.